Big up, guys. What's good? It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. We're back. Manchester United. Big calls from the structure today. This morning, Ten Hag sacked. RUUD appointed as an interim manager for the next few games. And I stress with you, few games. It might be 3, it could be 7. AMORIM, talks are ongoing. 10 million buyout clause reported as club are in contact and verbal agreement has been given for the move by AMORIM. Is Ruben the guy? Big up. What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know what you're thinking, guys, because you know what, guys? It is what it is. We got to move forward. United does not stand on one man, one coach, one player. We are a force to be reckoned with. We always were and always will be. And now, hopefully, this decision is the right decision, guys. We have to say that. Will the success be determined by this decision? We hope so. I hope so. I know in the summer, before the FA Cup, there were reports of him sacking. What did I say to you guys? When everyone was saying Thomas Tuchel, everyone was saying the Herbie, I was saying, Ruben, get me the sporting guy. You know what I mean? Everyone wanted this guy from Inter Milan. I'm like, this guy plays too defensive. Now it's Ruben. Will, we know you know ball, buddy. You know ball. You know what I mean? We went from a good coach to another good coach. Maybe he might be more flexible and better suited to the project. We can only hope for the best. Wish Ten Hag the best. We are grateful for the two titles. We'll be doing a stream in the morning to thank Eric for the 2 titles, the 2 years. You know what I mean? It was a decent 2 years, I'd have to say. You know, those 2 titles, we haven't celebrated like that in a long time, guys. But you know what? Bring me Victor Gyorkris as well. That's what I'm saying, just like Hayden Pro. You know what I mean? AMORIM plays a 3-4-3. Guys, did you know we are playing a 3-4-3 the other day as well? It's interesting. Interesting. He has a cold aura, and the aura is better than Mr. Ajax. Well, I mean, Mr. Ajax had a cold aura when he came. And then the media called him a small guy in a big suit. They disrespected him for years, bro. 18 months they disrespected this Dutch guy, Mr. Ten Hag. They disrespected him. They didn't have to be like that. Let's just hope they don't take the same approach with Ruben. Because, guys, then we'll have to turn on them real violent, real differently. As fans, we haven't done it in a while, but we might need to. Because we might need to let the media know, not this guy. We've had it for 2 years. No more. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you guys in the chat. I'll thank him for the 2 trophies. What AMORIM will bring United aura players will be trail doesn't. Well, let's hope so. Erik ten Hag came with a similar reputation. The good thing for me is that they're similar style coaches, similar mentality. They disciplinary coaches. So that's a good thing. We stay within the same confines of what we want to establish, a disciplined footballing team. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't think he had no aura, bro. Let's not do that. The media just disrespected him way too much and normalized disrespecting the man. Let's not do that, bro. Reality is he still did a back-to-back seasons with back-to-back trophies. He did finish 3rd and get us the UCL in his first try. Let's not hate on the guy. It didn't finish well. Of course, we hope for better. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Let's not make fun of the guy. They're very much similar, Will. I'm not even trying. You don't have to try, bro. Like, you know what I mean? They're very similar stylistically in a sense. They have different personalities, of course. You know what I mean? But Ruben Amorim, from what I've known of him, he's not that talkative guy. You know what I mean? He's not that Mr. I'm here. You know what I mean? Let's get to know me. He's not that guy, bro. They're both not that guy. So that's why I say that they're stylistically similar, but he might be more flexible. You never know. He might be able to translate better with the squad. You never know. So yeah, there's gonna be positives for Ruben Amorim as opposed to some of the the negatives of Ten Hag. I would possibly agree there, bro. But no need to put one down to raise one up because they're both respectable coaches. They both won things consistently in their careers. So, give them respect. I mean, the Zerbi's won nothing, yet people talk about him like he's a great coach. Nothing. You know, I would say the same for another coach, but McKenna, you know what I mean? What can I say? What can I say? But, and I'll drop the link. Let's talk about it, guys. It's a very interesting evening. You know what I mean? Regardless of what it is, we move on. And let's talk about the details of what could possibly be happening because, as you know, the RUUD situation is a little bit controversial, guys. It's a little bit controversial at the current moment because if they're gonna appoint him as interim, and he coaches 2 games. What happens after? Is he going to be part of Ruben's squad, of his coaching staff? Is that going to be a situation? Does he remain at the club? Does Ruben bring in his own coaching staff from Sporting? What is actually going to happen, guys? Because that's the interesting part. For me, at least. I don't know about everyone else, but I definitely think these little things are important to note. You know what I mean? Because RUUD is interim. I'll bring it up for you guys right now. He's been appointed as interim manager. It's a little bit controversial at the moment because, as you know, he was appointed by Ten Hag. He was brought by Ten Hag to be part of the coaching staff. But I don't think it's any stabbing in the back or anything. I don't know why people would say that. I think it's part of business. I just think that he got the offer, and if it was Van der Gaag, I'm pretty sure Van Gaag would have took the job as well, and rightly so. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So let's not be mad at him for doing that. If people think that, I would wash that away. This is football; it happens all the time. You know what I mean? Manchester United decision to install club legend Ruud van Nistelrooy as interim manager following Ten Hag's departure has stirred mixed reactions within football circles, especially in the Netherlands. The move has reignited questions about Van Nistelrooy's recent managerial tenure and whether his coaching style aligns with Old Trafford's expectations. Ruud van Nistelrooy is adored by United fans for his prolific goal-scoring record in the early 2000s, brings an esteemed reputation. His rival taps into nostalgia for the club's golden era under Sir Alex Ferguson, evoking the past amid a turbulent season. Van Nistelrooy's agent Roger Lindsay, who has a long-standing association with United, also been more visible in Manchester United, signaling a possibly strategic return. Eric Ten Hag's tenure as United manager has recently been scrutinized, with insiders speculating that Ineos United's might seek new stakeholders for a fresh start. Amid growing pressure, Ten Hag stayed on for a while, refreshing his coaching team with Dutch coach Rene Hacker. Yet today, the club announced its departure, appointing Van Nistelrooy as a stopgap solution. For Van Nistelrooy, however, the path back to Manchester United has been subject to controversy. Reports clashed with players, marred his recent PSV Eindhoven manager experience. According to Dutch sources, the 48-year-old faced criticism over his coaching methods, with some players labeling him as overly rigid and unresponsive to feedback. The Dutch newspaper, The Telegraph, even reported certain PSV players had expressed concerns directly to the club's board about Ruud van Nistelrooy. Ultimately, the Dutchman chose to step down before completing his second season, citing a lack of player support as a contributing factor. Despite his rocky period, Van Nistelrooy's popularity as a former striker remains undiminished. He played an iconic role at PSV and later at United, yet his coaching career has lagged, raising doubts over his readiness for a top-tier role. Following his PSV departure, Ulrien Veen reportedly considered him for their head coach, but ultimately declined amid questions about his coaching style. As club icon, Van Nistelrooy undoubtedly resonates with fans and represents a tie to United's storied history. However, given his mixed managerial record and his suitability as a long-term solution, it remains to be seen. Now, these are reports coming out of Holland, and these are reports are why I said to myself, guys, I may not be too excited if RUUD is the man that becomes the helm at Manchester United. And I know a lot of us, we love him as a striker, and we think that, he might be an amazing coach. But, I think from those reports, you can see that he's not really better than Ten Hag. But it's a stopgap while we try to secure a new manager. Recent reports have come out saying that the leader for this role is none other than Amorim, and it is possibly set to be appointed before the Chelsea game. Let's hear more news on that, guys, before we get back into your thoughts and your comments. But the Man United are closing in on a 10 million euro coach who is very open to the Manchester United move. After sacking 54-year-old Erik ten Hag today, Manchester United have been further in talks with the 39-year-old Ruben Amorim, who's believed to be very open to joining the Premier League club. The manager is said to have currently been accepting verbally to the deal, and United are currently working on a deal in negotiations with Sporting directly for his release. The head coach has been reported that they are ready to pay the 10 million euros, 8.3 million release clause and the contract as the two clubs set to finalize the deal in the coming hours. Ruben Amorim is very open to completing the Man United switch. The deal largely depends on Sporting CP, as they will not want to lose their coach mid-season, having already guided them to the top of the league, having won all 9 of their opening games this season. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this? There are reports stating that he could be appointed and officially announced on Thursday. Let's see how it goes, because you know what, guys? It's very exciting. The new option, I think this is a very good choice to be made. You can try to show, compare, and you want all you want, Mark. Yeah, I'm hammering him. I mean, Ten Hag is already sacked, bro. So what are you talking about? There's no coming back. He's got sacked. Amorim's not won more than Ten Hag. That's where you're wrong. He's only won 2 league titles in Sporting, bro. He's not won more. He's won far less, but he's a very good coach. Can't pretend I've watched him coach, but I'm ready. Yeah, so you know what we're talking about. This club is shambolic, says YKK. Bucks, big up to my brother. What's good? Amorim will be another failure. Well, I'm not gonna say that easily. Maybe they might be intending to back Amorim, and maybe this might be like when a structure has their guy, they give him 3 to 5 years, kind of like what those guys are doing over at Man City with Pep. He's had 9 years already. You know what I mean? It's the same. Klopp had 10, almost a decade at Liverpool. So all the successful managers, they're back for 3+ years going, and that's where their success comes. Look at Arteta. He's been there 5.5 years. What has he done? You know what I mean? I hope this 2-year cycle ends here with a new footballing structure, because I really want to be here. I really don't want to be here again after 2 years. Again, bro, 100%. Randon, I'm all right, bro. I'm stressed out. I'm a little bit disappointed in Man United. I feel like the structure probably capitulated based on some of what they're seeing on social media and the media, and thinking, well, it might just go wrong. But sometimes, it gets really bad before it gets better. But what I will say is that maybe for the best, for everyone in general, all things considered, it might be the right approach. You know what I mean? Because they never came out fully in the last few weeks and backed him to shut down media reports that he's getting sacked. He's getting sacked now. If they really were backing him, they would come out and say it. You know what I mean? As much as I would say that initially, with the first time in the first window when they were talking sack, they didn't say anything. Well, they didn't bring out any reports. But when the reports started popping up again, and they did not put out an official statement that they're backing the manager, we know that they're ready to save themselves, guys. You know that they weren't really truly backing him. And as much as some people might say they are right for doing that, I'm concerned that they lack the courage to stand on their decisions, right or wrong. You could be wrong. You could always make it. You could always make it work. You could always fix your mistake. But if you can't admit that you make a mistake, well, bro, ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no integrity there. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't trust these players, because if they can just sack a manager again, this is what the fourth manager, Marcus Rashford and Luke Shaw, has sacked. If Luke Shaw is fit next week, guys, if he doesn't get sold in January, he's never getting sold. Never. Amorim is exciting. 100%. I heard he's coming in too, bro. Like, I think he might be in the next coming 48 hours. That's how fast it's happening. I've been hearing a lot of news today. Like, bro, I do listen to Patrice Evra, but I also listen to Roy Keane and Cristiano Ronaldo and these guys who are mentality monsters. You know what I mean? And these are the guys that say world-class teams hold themselves accountable and their teammates. You know what I mean? The manager doesn't need to hold them accountable because they hold themselves accountable among themselves. That's when you know you have an amazing team. And when you have players who could come together to say, let's miss chances to get this manager out because we want a new manager. Well, bro, I hope to God we get rid of these players. Dallo, that miss was criminal. I backed you over Wan-Bissaka, bro. If I was part of United, you'd be sold after that miss, brother. I don't care if you think you did it for the right reasons. I would sell you. Marcus Rashford, you'd be sold. I would return Greenwood to the club. You know what would really be exciting? In us bringing Greenwood back. That would show they have the cojones, the real nerves of steel to want to win despite anyone. Because we are having a problem at the right wing, and Ahmad is not the answer. The dude got benched for Mason Greenwood 4 years now. Men act like Ahmad just arrived 2 seasons ago. He's been here since 2019. And you know why he wasn't getting games? It's because he wasn't good enough. Because Greenwood benched him. And he could never take the spot from him. Now that he's gone, he has a chance because he's not here anymore. Think about that. Let that sink in. You want to win, but you got second-rate wingers. That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? Yo, Rashford starts every game on the Amarim. You want to bet money now? Put money on Marcus Rashford ending the season with 22 goals. He's getting it. He's going to start every game on the Amarim. This is a Marcus Rashford United. I don't know if people don't know. This is the only player who has not said anything today about the manager. So you already know he wanted him gone. Snake. That's a snake for you guys. Side note, big up to Manu, third best youngster. How the hell did Savio get ahead of Manu? Savio's season last season was shit. I don't think he even got more than 11 goals. He wasn't even nominated for team of the season in Spain, in La Liga. How is he better than Manu? Think about that, guys. I want you to think about that. Big up to Prince in the building. We need a dynamic manager. And guys, I keep telling you, like, Ruben Amorim is also a disciplinary style manager, but he is a little bit more flexible. I think he might be a little bit more flexible. I think so. You know what I mean? He's a different character coming from a different country, and I think they're a little bit more flexible. You know what I mean? Ten Hag may be a little bit too rigid. You never know, but he did back these players to the hill, and they didn't back him back. That's weird. How long until fans call him the Portuguese farmer box? Let's hope it never happens. Big up to Jude. Yeah, bros. The special one coming back to United. He's not coming back, bro. They're getting Ruben Amorim. He's coming in on Thursday. We're going to be at the game to see him take charge of United versus PAOK. Bro, don't forget we'll be live in the stadium, my brother. Big up to my brother Jude in the back. Big up to you, broski. I'll see you next week. You know what I mean? My flight gets in the morning around 8 UK time, bro, so I'll be there. Box said, he's not a farmer, 75% ratio. Have a look at his stats, pal. Yo, Ten Hag had an 88% win ratio, bro. 88. All's well and good now. He's got to translate in the Premier League because you know what happened to Ten Hag, bro. Amorim will be coming in as a head coach, not a manager. Ineos getting their own person in the door, 100%. After, bro, Box, this is why I'm saying I hope this doesn't happen. Yeah, man. I hope this doesn't happen. We've seen it happen before, guys. The link is pinned if you want to come in, have your say. Big up to you, MA, in the building. Shaw is a fraud. Get him out of my club. The January window is coming. I want him gone. If Amorim is coming in, I want Rashford. I want him gone as well. I want Maguire gone. I want Lindelof gone. I want them gone. In January, bro. I don't want them to poison this guy. They poisoned Eric. You know what I mean? Some of these players, they don't have the attitude to be United players, guys. We got to realize this. They just all hype. They're all hype. Anyone else think we are in the title race this season with the right manager, only 13 points off City? Bro, if you're going to tell me that now, MA, yes, bro, these men, them. Only you know the manager bounce is incoming, right, guys? We could have been in a title race anyway. I'm just saying. Just saying.
Big
He
up
also
market.
said, one of the players said, Ten Hag, don't let them play their own game. Who said that? He also said, one of the players said, Ten Hag, don't let them play their own game. Who said that day in? Big up, bro. I didn't see your first comment. Oh, Patrice Evra. Yeah, but sometimes some of these players can play their own game. Marcus Rashford, do you want him to play his own game running in blind alleys, bro? If not for Ten Hag coaching, he would have never had 30 plus GA in one season, bro. Well, at least not in the Premier League, because he's never done it before. So if that's the player, bro, if I tell you what I tell Marcus Rashford, they demonetize the stream, bro. Big up to you, my buddy Ray Carl. What's good? I'll be seeing you next week, Thursday, my brother. You know how it goes.
Big up, man.
What's good?
What's good, man? How's happening?
I'm a little
What's it?
disappointed, but I'm a little excited at the same time because, in the summer before they said they were keeping Ten Hag, everyone had their opinions on a coach, but I always was like, I like the guy from Sporting. You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah,
rate Pep. I don't rate this guy. I don't rate that guy. I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy, but I like that guy, and I think he might have done well if he came. I also liked another coach, but that dude's at Girona. So, we got a
yeah,
good choice. If they get him in, I'm going to be happy about it. I just hope that the players respect him and give him
yeah.
the undivided attention. You know what I mean? Because I kind of don't
Well,
trust the players anymore, bro. Like, if I did start trusting them a little bit, now I definitely don't trust them anymore.
no, I don't trust him neither. But what we need to do, man, we really need to give, if it's Amaron, the years he needs, man. Because I don't want to hear in 2 years' time Amaron out. Because you need to give the man time. You need to give him the time to get the squad together, and continue what from the youngsters, because you know we need to go through that process. And this is what I was saying. We still need to go through that process of 3 to 4 years, because we can't be doing this thing here. 2 years come, oh well, we're not winning the league, or we're doing this out, because again that'll be another the stupid
Bro,
thing that we do it.
we
You
was
know what I
10
mean? We
ag
can't do
out.
it.
We was 10 ag out in 15 months, okay? In 40, less than 13 months,
Exactly, man.
13 months,
Exactly.
we was 10 ag out and on there. And no, I'm not saying, bro, that somebody, no, you see, when I look at it from the terms of records and statistics and these things, right? You forget, the context start disappearing for me. And like, realistically, bro, I was looking at it was like as a mixed bag. You know what I mean? This entire season would I tell you whether he's a good manager or not, because he had a good season and one bad season.
Hmm.
And third season, if at the end we finish X, Y, Z, we know where we at. but we didn't
Yeah.
reach that far. So for me, like I feel like it was premature. But in the grand scheme, with all the people how they feel, everyone feeling like I mean, I'm a fan, you're a fan, you know,
Yes.
GB, Kelvin, Sosa, Courtney, everybody, we box, everybody, we have might slightly different, you know, feelings and approach,
Yes.
patience thresholds and thing on the situation. So I think from what I've been hearing about today, generally the fan base is more appeased. I won't say happy because I feel like from what I've heard from a lot of you know the match going fans is that they're not exactly excited or they're not exactly thrilled by this. You know what I mean? Because some of them thinking that this is the similar cycle that we went through for the 18 months, 18 months, 18 months. For me, bro, I was just happy that this structure showed this summer that they have some intelligence in the way they do business. And the reason why I say it like that is because now I could put faith in the structure that they will do a good job. And now
Well,
because I could put faith that I think they will do a good job, I'm not sad or indifferent. I mean a little disappointed, but I feel like maybe it is for the greater good is the right decision. You know what I mean?
I mean, all the time will tell. But what I'm like, what I'm hearing is that they're quickly wanting to put a manager in there, not this, none of this ruled in there for the whole season, and then we're going to sort it out in the summer. That can't happen. You know what I mean? Because the longer ruling there, and then maybe get 2 or 3, 4 results, the longer it is to get him out. You know what I mean? And you have to end up giving him the job, and this might be Ollie 2.0. I say, as I said, get Ruben in quick as possible so you can look at the squad and judge it from as you go along the season. And then come summer, Ruben has got an idea who he wants, what he wants to do, and you get straight on it. And you get on it by the way you can get on it is by getting Amon in and then getting the players he wants in before you go to America. Get the cycle going and hit the ground running. Not what they've done. I mean, they sat there now, but they've let him down a lot of times because they've always never start the season. The board has never start the season good, and then he's left out to dry. They can't
Bro,
leave out if they're going to pick Amron. They can't leave him out to dry. They can't leave him
bro,
out to dry.
listen.
Got to get the players
But
in.
do you expect any different? No, listen to me. I on this right now. At the end of the day, Manchester United overall. You know what I mean? A manager had to do what he had to do. Now, I never make excuses this season for injuries or anything like that because for me, I was like, whether or not his injuries were to some starters or not, whoever you bring in, they had to do a job. They had to deliver. That is my opinion. So
Yeah.
Amorim coming in, when he comes in, if he comes in on Thursday or he comes in over the weekend, they said before the Chelsea game, so assuming as Thursday, they said 48 hours, right?
Mm,
Amorim
mm,
comes in, I give in Amorim 3 years. It's the same
mm,
thing I said I gave him Ten Hag. 3 years. I will back
mm,
him for 3 years, King.
mm,
So
mm,
everybody in the who watching live, smash a like. Don't forget to subscribe, share it around. But you guys want to see me back this manager for three
mm,
years, just like I back Ten Hag.
mm,
And the reason for this is because if I say I gonna do this, I doing that. We
mm.
as a fan base, we need to come together, share the way we feel, and support each other because
Mm.
we need that extra support to really hold our own and back the next manager that come in because
Yeah. Yes.
now
And to the fullest as well.
at least back him until he sack himself. Because if we say Ten Hag sack himself,
Yes.
let back him till he
Yes.
sack himself.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly. Exactly.
we need to move forward, right?
Yeah.
And and being overly critical, I feel in some way, shape, or form is slightly adding negativity around the team and the players. Now, while
Yes.
it's not
Because
our intention, and I'm not saying that that's what fans are doing, but what I'm saying is when if you look at teams like Arsenal and Chelsea, who fans don't really be as critical of their performances, whether good or bad, but there's the extra hype with the wins. Those teams generally have a better mental state, a better
yes.
mentality. We are
Yes.
so critical. I feel like we're not realizing that we kind of put in pressure on our players to perform far more than any other fan base. Now,
Yes,
forget the manager, forget Ten Hag. Cause I'm not talking about Ten Hag, he done get sell.
exactly.
I'm talking about the players, because we have a lot of young players in this squad. And Ruben is a Ten Hag style. He go and push through some of these youngsters too. We
That's
need
why
to back
I'm
the thing,
excited about
fellas.
that.
We
Yeah.
need to back the thing, fellas. It's not tick a clock, bro. It sounds like the indicator.
Hold on, I said it off. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's why I'm pleased with hearing about Amron, because he's got the kind of the youth building, the high press football. They're looking like Ineos is saying, look, this is what we want to do. Okay, Ten Hag couldn't do it, but then the next man's coming in and doing the exact same sort of style that we want to see, and that
100.
that is a smart thing. By we're not going left field and bringing in a counter-attacking footballer manager and who wants experience. We're going with a guy that similar to what Ten Hag was doing, but maybe we can get it out of it, and that's what business is supposed to be doing. Um, Ineos is looking at it and go, okay, Ten Hag, we tried, but you didn't do it. So we're going to get Amrin, who's exactly the same, and we're going to try with him. Because if they bought in Potter or Southgate, nah, Ineos, nah, I'm not backing you. You got it because you're stupid. But Amrin, yeah, it looks like they said. It looks like they sat down and go, okay, this is the blueprint. We've got Menu, we've got Garnacho, we've got a blueprint, and we're going to stick with the blueprint, but we're going to get somebody else who can do the same blueprint what Ten Hag couldn't do. And I like that.
100.
I like that, and that's why I'm backing the thing. Yeah.
I like that too. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, don't let me say this wrong, but I would say this much. If it wasn't Amarim, I would have take maybe a Zavi or Eden Terzic.
Something. Yeah.
Worst
Somebody
case
like that. Yeah.
scenario, I would swallow a Graham Potter. Pause. I would
Very worse.
take it. I would
Very
take
worse.
it as the
Very worse.
last, because here why, right? Based on the four of those managers, they all have four similar traits: young players, attacking expansive football, they take risks, and there's get results,
Yeah.
right? And those four things I feel would make us similar, make it a similar project and keep it within progression. So
That's it. That's
I
it.
mean, getting Amorim is the best choice, brother. Like, I didn't think that was
Yes.
a possibility, but that is the best choice. I don't want Nagelsmann because he's a weird man, bro. Dude is very weird. Man, them don't even know how eccentric this brother is, bro. I'm telling you, bro. They would have like him, and he would have do one or two things too much one time, and they would have go mad.
Well, that's the word in
Thomas
Germany, mate.
Tuchel,
Nah. Because you live in
man.
Germany, so you know these boys more than we do. And Tuchel, Tuchel said no because he didn't want to be told what to do. And Nagelsmann is weird because that's why he got rid of him in Bayern, because he started doing weird stuff. You know what I mean?
Bro,
And
they could hire
yeah,
me to talk to the players, bro, as a just a how to say it, a- as a how to put it, as a quality control officer. I would do it for free, bro. I bet you them players start winning games, bro. Because brother,
yeah,
they need somebody to tell them the truths. Because they're not getting
exactly,
it
man.
from the camp. Like, bro,
No,
somebody need to tell them, hey, listen, bro, you have all the talent in the world, but you're playing shit. Like, why?
exactly, man.
Why you not running? Why you not using your abilities to the best that you can?
Yes,
Why do you want
yes,
not? Why you making it somebody else's responsibility make you to play the best that you can? That's your responsibility, brother. Somebody
yes.
need to tell these players this, because listen, I keep telling man them we getting this new coach. RUUD gonna have the next game, which is against Leicester City, and we probably gonna have Amorim in on Thursday. Official announcement.
Mm.
My thing is with this, these players need to wake up, look in the mirror, and tell themselves, hey, I am going to change. I am
You
going
got
to
to.
try to be the best me I can be and better than me yesterday, every day going forward from today.
You
Because
got
if
to
you
because you
don't do
can't.
that, bro,
Guess what's going to happen to Amron? You know what I mean? They've got to come out and put away the childish thing, whatever nonsense that was going on, the lack of discipline, whatever, what Ten Hag tried to bring. Because I think there was a lot of lack of discipline in that side, and Ten Hag came in and shook it up, and players didn't like that. You know what I mean? And now they have to say, well, boy, you know, I might be on the chopping block, not Amran, and that's what Ineos has to
establish.
with Imran, establish that you're the chopping block. Okay, yeah, we might get rid of the manager, but you're also on the chopping block. And if you don't perform, you're gone, and the manager might stay. You know what I mean? And that's what they need to start to establish. You know what I mean? Because I think he's going to keep RUUD as a coach. He's going to want his own things in. You know what I mean?
Because I know Ruben have our coaching staff. But
yeah,
if this has been their plan, now we see, I feel like they had talked to AMORIM earlier, so you never know. He might be willing to change coaching staff. He might be willing to work with some of these guys. But realistically, I know some of these coaches is move with certain core coaches around them that they don't do the work without. It's like Pep and certain other big coaches. But Courtney French, what I would say to this, bro, there are 30 games, 29 games left. 29. Multiply 29 by 3, bro. That's 87 points. 87 points, King. Now, I not say we're going to win all the games. But even if we lose 17 points, we still finish in the season with 71 points. And yeah, man, that could still be top 4, bro. Because just remember, guys, all the other teams have to play each other. Some of them will lose. Tottenham drop points this weekend. We are 7 points off the first place.
But you know, and you also know a new manager bounce is coming, right?
Yeah,
so as soon as
one hit like bro,
yeah. So you know that these boys are gonna want to impress. So you know that as soon as the man gets the job, you know he might go off and win 3 or 4 games in a row. You know what I mean? And then it looks a bit like
we win in the Europa League. I could tell man now, for sure.
Well, I mean,
it's not the exact prediction I had. Because I thought Ten Hag was going to lift the Europa League, defend the FA Cup. But you see this comment here? If it's one thing I could tell man Ruben go and do is win that Europa League.
But he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it.
Yeah, he's gonna go for it because mean that would be the smartest thing to do, bro. Be honest, bro. Secure Europe so you know for sure you could relax for 2 weeks. And then in that 2 weeks we have 4 games in the Premier League, bro. You could make your attack on them 4 games. And 12 points, bro. It's 4 big teams we playing in January, back to back. And if we could get 12 points, as the 4 teams are definitely in the top 5, that they'll be taking 3 points from each of them before they all have to play each other in a run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have tough games coming up, Courtney, no doubt. But playing Leicester, playing Chelsea, for me as Ruben Amorim, if Ruben Amorim coaching against Chelsea, we're going to beat Chelsea this weekend. I tell all them and them. If you all make bets, I don't bet. I have not ever bet because I'm not too sure how to use the apps. But if I did, I would be placing bets on United to score 4 and 5 goals in the next 3 games without fail. Because, bro, this manager bunks is going to hit like adrenaline like no other, bro. Like you're just down 4 Red Bulls, bro. You're up for the next week.
Because the players know what's going on, man. They'll hear this guy and they'll be like, "Oh, you know, I like this guy," and then you probably even see Bruno play better because this is a Portuguese manager coming in.
Bro, listen, Bruno.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna highlight something for you, man. Them right. Next season, men that might be shocked it might be Bruno in the center of the park. But it's definitely not going to be Rashford on the wing, King. And the moment you get an intelligent footballing winger to play on that left wing, brother, watch and see how the Hollywood pass become the new favorite thing, not the worst thing. Because, bro, I tell man them, listen, if you have intelligent footballers, the football would naturally be different. When you're playing with man them who don't know the game, like in order for United to play triangles, players had to give and go. And
Yeah,
half of the men them want ball into feet. If you want ball into feet, you ain't giving and going to nobody, King. So I don't know
exactly.
why men want players who like players with ball into feet, because them players don't play give and go. And the ball is moved faster than any single human on the pitch.
Yeah,
That's just me. So I look at it from the perspective, I know the kind of football Ruben Amorim will play. I done seeing men them go and hate his new starting lineup because a certain brother go and make a big comeback on the left wing back position. Talk about it. You know what I mean? I go and talk about it now. When man them see Anthony rocking that left wing back, don't get vexed with Mark N. Because I say so. But it's going to happen. I could see the Amorim team. You know. I don't know how men don't know, but I seen the exact team and men not going like it. They're not going to like it, brother, because it might not have Ahmad starting on the right wing.
this is the thing, and I don't think I don't because and to me, man, them might not even like what I'm about to say, but I don't think Ahmad has been that good.
Brother.
To be honest, I know the people loving Ahmad, but he's had a couple of games, but then he's dropped off. You know what I mean? The man came on yesterday. Was it yesterday? Or what did he do? What did he do?
I mean, he
What
got
did he? You know what I
assisted.
mean?
He did put the ball in the box that Xerxes had across and was able to get assist. Some of that almost feels go down because he didn't realize I put him on screen. When you're ready, let me know.
Uh,
Just give me a thumbs up now, Brisky.
yeah, but I know they're not gonna like Amman's selection, but I don't really care about what man. As long as they play, you know what I mean, and they're playing, and Amman's getting the best out of them. That's all I care about, man. Whoever
Bro,
his selection is, you should
Harry
be able to
Maguire
step
go
up.
and start every game, bro. I
Who?
seen it, you know. Man,
Maguire.
bro. Men them ain't seen it, you know. Because I know men them don't watch sporting like that now. But if you watch sporting like that, King, and I don't really watch sporting, but I just watch UCL games where sporting is play, right? Because I try to watch as much UCL games as I can. I might stream it, but I sit down and watch it because I enjoy watching the competition across Europe. Big up to Homo Fields in the building. Fancy football guys get to know it. You know what I mean? Big brethren here.
Big up.
But what I would say is this: it are certain men that fit similar profiles as playing that brother team. And those brothers, I seen men them go be upset with certain selections, but the results might change. Realistically, bro, my biggest concern is the young players we have in the front line and the attacking line,
Yeah.
because I think I think they will still have struggle and we will still have to work with that. But we might create goals from other circumstances based on the fact that it might have a different setup of teams. And maybe manager bounces incoming. Fancy, you're here to close the show. So the next 5 minutes, bro, is yours. All yours, buddy.
Big up, Fancy. Hit it.
You're mute, Fancy.
Fancy, you're mute,
Hey,
mate.
but
Big up, bro.
I
Yeah,
think
I'm muted. I'm muted for you. Go ahead.
a lot have happened in the last maybe 12 hours, but I think it's all for good as a United fan. So whatever happened, we just take it to our chin and see where the club goes from there. I think for me, we followed the process, both me and you and every other United fan. We followed the process all throughout the beginning of the season. I'm thinking that we expect a lot of change. Like I said on my show today, I said I was expecting change. I was trying to see change, but I have not been seeing. I didn't see that change even from last season. But this is where we are now, and I just hope that with what is going on and what is coming up for us, it will be for good. That is what I expect. It will just be for good for us. The football we want to see, the goals we want to see, the players we want, the style of play we want to see, that setup, that structure on the pitch that we want to see, not structure off the pitch now, that playing structure on the pitch we want to see. I hope I see that now. I hope we see a refreshment now. People have come out to say it was a mistake giving him the job, blah 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 blah. At the beginning of the season, it was a mistake. What if he had done well? Would we be talking about this at this time? No, but What we are talking about now is United.
That's it, man. That's it.
Yes, it's United. So we just have to be prepared for the next phase of Manchester United now. And I know the next phase will be positive. I just know it will be positive. You mentioned Mark. You were talking about some players that will be leaving, and I expect a whole lot of players to leave even in January. Some players will leave in January as well. Some of them will leave at the end of the season, and we expect that. We need that change. We need those players. We need those players that will play for the badge, that will play for the club. We saw what happened yesterday at the game. Will you blame the manager for Degodalo for missing a sitter? That was a sitter yesterday.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Oh yes.
Sitter. Will you blame the manager? You won't blame the manager. But
listen to me, okay? I watching Joshua Zirkzee celebrating. I don't know if men then pick it up when I watch Joshua Zirkzee celebrate on his sideline as Dalo was running down, because I see Joshua Zirkzee do so.
Exactly.
Kick over a pass. Let me tell you something, bro. In that moment, my monetization would have go, But lucky thing, I click. Bro, them fellas smoking crack. Let me tell you something, bro. Them fellas have no pride.
No.
They have no courage. They have no loyalty. And we owe them nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And you see in January, King, I want to see a list of some of these brothers leaving, King.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I rather see some of these youth get promoted, bro, and burn them brothers, bro. Because here what's going on. As much as people might say they didn't want to play for Eric, bro. I don't have on my kit now. See the kit in the background? When you put that shit on, don't fuck around. And them brothers fuck around for you long. They're too long. Some of them still in 11, King. But you see when they put on that kit, don't play with me, King. Them fellas playing with we as young adults. Them don't have respect for the fan base, bro.
No, because they're playing.
Bro,
it's
a company, it's a company. They could come together, go to the board and say, listen, we don't like this manager.
Yeah.
Right? But don't lose games and embarrass everybody because you all don't like the manager, King. I could understand. Fair enough if you don't like the manager. That's cool. That's very cool. But you don't need to deal with it like that. You don't need to lose games, because then what are you? Men lining up to go for Ballon d'Or right now, King, and take awards and pictures. Bro, it's only youth men from United deserve to be in there. Anybody above 23, I'm glad I ain't seen none all nominated. All they deserve it. Because all they ain't worth it. Telling all they know.
Yeah, man. That's why I say I'm excited for AMORIM, but I still don't trust them, man. You know what I mean? I still don't trust them. You know what I mean? They've got win back man trust, some of these guys in this team.
Don't look shocked at this weekend when you see me. I wear my Anthony kit and not my Bruno kit, although he injured and I'm telling you. So
apparently Ruben plays with 3 at the back, apparently. So who will be the 3 at the back for United?
I won't talk about that yet. We still have to talk about how RUUD go and set up for the game against Thing. I think in 4-4-2, but we will discuss that tomorrow. If you have time, Fancy. If you have time, Ray. If you have time,
I'm back. Tomorrow
night.
8:30 UK. What happened? I went off. I actually went off air because I had a contract signed with a media team, and they went to play. They went to stream a Premier League match on my channel, and I was suspended for 7 days. You can imagine. So yeah, but I think I got it back today after a series of appeal. So that's why I haven't been on air for like a week or two now. But I'm back, and we are all one family, and we'll be here to assist each other going forward.
All right, man. Big up for that, Bali. What you seen, bro?
Yo.
We kind of get we wish. You know what I mean? We didn't get we wish, but we still get we wish. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think my thing was obviously I didn't want the manager to get sacked, but if he was gonna get sacked, then this is the type of manager that I would have liked him to get sacked for. So yeah, I'm happy with this one because I've been calling for a back three for a little while because of the way people were running through the midfield. I just felt like we needed a little bit more extra cover. And then I also thought, how are we going to get Euro into the team when we've got two established centre backs there? So I think actually, when you think about it now, if Licha and the Lit and Euro are playing as centre backs, I actually think from set pieces will definitely be disgustingly dirty. And then from a possession standpoint, we'll have everything in our back line. We'll have aggression, we'll have dropping off, we'll have aerial ability, we'll have tough tackling. So yeah, that from a defensive standpoint will be very good. From an offensive standpoint now, I'm still concerned with Xerxes and Hoyland. I'm not gonna lie, but obviously if they're able to buy Gyökeres and bring him, because maybe Gyökeres wants to follow his manager. So if he comes, that's a real bagsman. The guy scored 43 goals last year, and Man United could do with a striker that scores that level of goals in the season.
That guy is our bagsman.
But Bali, do you think? But Bali, can I ask a question to Bali, please? Bali, do you think our problem is even yes, there are young strikers up front here, and they're still learning the striking position. I would say to be up there. But don't you also think that the number 10 role also we have an issue there, because the number 10 role, the wingers are not really supplying those crosses. Don't you think that we need a change in that area as well?
No,
I think I don't see any number 10s in Amorim's system, so I don't think he's going to play with a number 10.
he's played 2 8s. But there's the thing, I don't know why men keep focusing on a number 10. I mean, I don't know if we want to squeeze in. I don't know if we're trying to squeeze in Ahmad as number 10. But I could tell you on Amorim, that might not be a guy that might be seeing regular game time. I just want to let all them and them know. One time.
I wouldn't be surprised if he goes with like Xerxes, Holland, and Rashford in that sort of attacking area. I wouldn't be surprised.
I think that might be the attacking lineup, to be fair. But
yeah,
you know what I mean? I just go and put that there. You know, we'll talk more about what Amorim will do on Thursday, because right now, tomorrow, we're going to be talking about what RUUD is going to do on Wednesday against Leicester City in the Carabao Cup. So
I actually need to do a deep dive into his style of play, what he likes to do, and what we have to expect. And then when we have a show where we're breaking down these tactics, I can just reveal what I know.
Well,
yeah, the same here. I'm doing some research on him, man.
Well, I could tell you all from him, he's play a sort of single striker formation. Is really 4-4-2, but how it is lined up, it does look sort of like a 4-3-3, but it's really 4-4-2, because one of the players is be like a support striker. You know what I mean? And
Xerxes go play that.
He real rigid.
I thought RUUD now, yeah.
RUUD real rigid.
Okay.
So
okay,
I will bring in a little bit of the tactics tomorrow morning in the conversation, because I go and look for some information on his tactical setup, how he is trend, so I could present that in the morning. So lunchtime when we do the match preview at 1:30 UK, you all can at least have that video to fall back on and double check if you all didn't get information yourselves already. So
okay.
I'm not too worried about the non-clinical attack, bro, because in reality, we have a young attack. The structure decide on a young attack, and they was always deciding that they was going to let these brothers develop. Now, Ruben might want a experienced striker. I wanted an experienced striker this summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes, because, like I said, this is their guy. They are going to back him for at least 3 years. And so
they're going to.
So
they have to, yeah.
You know what I mean? Big up to everyone joining. Big up to LT. Big up to Prince 3121. Sosa in the building. Big up to Courtney French. Big game player as well. Big up to Richard Hutchinson. Bro, I would definitely do a better job than some of the executives we have, because these brothers, I feel their favoritism is what's killing United, not Ten Hag. Wasn't Ten Hag's really. Big up to day in, day out as well. Big up to Box, GB as well. Nah, Vinny didn't win. How the hell did Alagula get second place when he only scored 1 goal in Europe? In the Euros. You know, he scored 2 goals in the last 2 seasons so far. 1 last season, 1 so far this season. Kobe Manu scored 4. What's going on here? How is he above Kobe Manu? With what performances? Hate the Ballon d'Or, bro. Big up to Will Man United in the building. Big up to MA. Big up to you guys coming in. Big up to Stephanie Griffith. Big up to you as well. Big up to Randon Lewis and YKK. And big up to Hayden Pro. Well, Bali Tech is in the building. Big up to Omo Fields and Ray Carl Brown. Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you have a wonderful day. You know, have a good night. Enjoy it. I guess the worst is over and the best is to come. Man United, we move, guys. Big up to you. See you in the morning of the morning news. Big up, guys.
Baby.